I'm not gonna lie, I need a break. And you might need one too. See, the thing is, a lot of us are working hard nowadays, and that's actually a great thing. Like, you keep doing you, I see you. But at the same time, a lot of us also tend to downplay the importance of a break, which is actually not that great. We've all gotten so used to constantly working hard and pushing through that fatigue, work harder, nobody cares, those kind of things. That's not exactly great advice, I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of benefits that come with taking a break, not only for your mental, but also for your physical and a lot of other things as well. Because a lot of us deal with, fatigue, and we still keep on working hard or try to work hard. But what we don't actually know or notice is the fact that when we are tired, we can't focus so well. It's so much harder to figure things out for our brain to solve problems. And that in itself is just going to slow down your work and your progress. It might seem counterproductive, but time spent resting can actually make you more productive. With all that being said, I just want to mention real quick that nowadays we're also connected to our phones, through our phones. And there's just a lot to do. A lot of people are extremely active, because social media, all the likes, the follows are not great for the brain, clearly make you more tired. But then also, you have family, work, school, hobbies, passions, and I could start rapping the whole list, but I won't do that. And all that in general is just a lot. So do yourself a favor and watch this video, learn how to take a proper break. And then after watching this, after the video is done, take a proper break, because I still want the view. Thank you very much. I appreciate all the support and love. I'm gonna go grab some water and then we're gonna talk about it. Alright, damn. So I got my water. So recently, as I took this break from content creation and I've been focusing on my studies, I've also kind of analyzed my behavior, because I have been feeling kind of burned out and kind of tired. I've noticed that I don't take anywhere close to enough breaks. Like, nowhere close to enough breaks. Now, some of you might not be feeling this way. Some of you might think that you do. But let me ask you this. When was the last time you took a break without having to worry about your to-do list, about any phone calls that you had to make, or work or school? When was the last time you took a break just for your inner self without worrying about all this external stuff? I, for one, struggle to take proper breaks because I feel guilty when I do it. I feel like I'm wasting my time, like I sit down or I lay down to watch a movie or Netflix or whatever with YouTube, and I just feel guilty, I feel like, this is kind of a waste of time, like I should be doing something productive. Now those kind of moments, when I do lay down and I do watch something, but I think that way, that right there is what blocks me from getting proper rest. This kind of thought, this kind of lie that has been building up because we're all so used to always being active, always doing something, always connected, always trying to work hard. This lie has been built where we think that we have to do something, always be productive, which is so not true. Then again, it also doesn't really help that most of us think that a proper break is when we just, sit on our couch and we scroll on our phones for like 15-20 minutes, like a TikTok break, or like watch YouTube, because that's not a proper break. Another question, how much did you sleep last night? 5 hours? Okay. How much sleep do you get on average? 4 hours? Cool. Yeah, that's not gonna cut it. So I mainly want you to just understand this, that you are allowed to rest. You are allowed to take the time to rest, and it's not a waste of time. I'm gonna show you how to rest properly. We're gonna move into that right now. But I just want you to know that proper rest is not scrolling on your phone. Proper rest is not being worried about the work that you have to do, okay? Good, let's move on. Now, if you skip to this part in the video, I'm a little bit disappointed with you. But then again, I get it, we're all so busy, there's so much to do, you don't really have time to watch the whole video. It's okay. I also changed, it's a new day, it's the next day, because yesterday I wasn't really feeling it. I was feeling a little tired, and so I decided to take a break. You see where I'm going with this. Either way, we're gonna talk about how to properly rest and what proper rest is, because that's what you're here for. Well, proper rest is basically when you take time to your inner self, to just yourself, right? You put everything away that is a distraction, phones and everything, and you just take time to think, to your thoughts. So I'm going to share with you the things that I've been doing lately, that I've been applying to my routine, to my day-to-day, to rest more properly. I'll also link in the description some sources that I used, and there's also a really great website that I'll have linked in the description about like a different kind of rest and different kind of burnout, so you can inform yourself and if there's anything that speaks to you there more, then there you go. Alright, so the first thing on the list is sleeping and napping. Now I know this is not everybody's cup of tea. It's not really my cup of tea either, because I don't really like going to sleep during the day. Like, I have this idea, this thought that I like to be active, right? But I have been implementing it more in my day-to-day routine, especially after getting back from school and just being tired, drained. I take a little nap, and it's been helping me get my energy back. But in generally speaking, if you're somebody who goes to sleep really late, and that's not necessary, you just basically sit a lot on your phone a lot or whatever, then go to sleep. Sleep longer, get better sleep, better quality sleep, and you'll see how much that just improves you and your mood and everything. Because sleep really is a superpower. I saw a video about it that sleep for us humans is like our superpower, because your cells, your body recreates itself, and like your neurons, the things you learned just really double down while you sleep. I know what I'm talking about? I don't. Alright. Okay, the next thing on my list would be walking. Now, I recommend this because I've been doing it for a while myself. I have this trail next to my place that I already showed in like some videos, but I love to go on walks just because it's so amazing for the brain, for our body in general. I mean, you get fresh air and you get to enjoy the scenery, and you also get a break from all the distractions and phones. Maybe if you can also interact with people on your walk, that's also great. But walks are honestly like great because if you're dealing with a creative job, if you have a creative job where you have to be creative, then you probably have already dealt with creative burnout, and walks are great to just reset the brain and get some new ideas going from the things that you see. The important thing about it though, like clearly when you're going on a walk, is to put your phone away or like leave it in your pocket and just like enjoy. Take some time to your thoughts, to yourself. That's the important thing. It's also a great activity that you could do with some friends, make it fun. Leave your phones in your pockets and make some fun memories, make some awkward ones, and make some special ones. Okay, the next thing on my list is meditation. Now, meditation is also something that I have been doing, or I started doing like a while ago, but then again, I kind of took a break from it. Now, see, all the things I'm telling you right now are things that I actually apply that have helped me a lot, but meditation is great just because, once again, it allows you to take a break from all the distractions. It's just you sitting down, laying down, however you like it, and there's like a bunch of different guided meditations on YouTube, or like just just music for meditation. And the important thing when you take a proper break is to just allow yourself to think, allow yourself to be in your thoughts. Sometimes you might need a break where you just don't think at all, and then that's like meditation comes in great. But if you need time to think, then meditation is great. It just helps. Once again, it helps you build more mindfulness and be more present in your day-to-day, which is something that a lot of us have lost nowadays with all the distractions and connectivity around us. Okay, and lastly, for me, one that's really important is stretching. Now, this is something I've been doing for like the past 2 weeks, but it's honestly great. Stretching, if you work out, is essential, and I'm somebody who works out quite a lot, but I don't really stretch that much, and lately I've been trying to learn the handstand, and stretching has been crucial after every session and even before, warming up. But stretching is once again one of those things that I love to do without music, so I can just be to myself. I like to make that a moment where I can also treat it as a break, because I'm really giving my body a break from everything. So I just love to treat it as a break, no music, and I'm just sitting with my thoughts and breathing in and breathing out and enjoying that stretch. Making sure I do something good for myself, for my body, and for my mental. Trust me, give those a try and see if you feel better. And if those things sounded a little too boring for you, or if this are things that you've already been doing a few times, or like you already tried before, and it's not really your thing, then you can also try to like schedule a trip. Another great way to deal with burnout is by doing something you've never done before, trying some new things, going somewhere, scheduling a trip where you do some relaxing activities, or you just do something new. That's also always great, especially if you're dealing with creative burnout, because when you do something new, your brain gets new ideas. So, what I'm saying. With all that being said, I hope this video did help you. I hope you got some ideas and you understand the importance of taking a proper break, because it really is important. It really is important nowadays with everything going around us. There's so much always happening, and I know being a young person nowadays there's so much on your back. There's so much to do. I know how it is. And even if you're not like in your 20s, 30s, whatever, a little older, it's like there's always a lot to do, and there's a lot of things going on. So it's important that we value our peace and our health, and we show ourselves that that we take that time for ourselves. Taking a proper break is just one side of health, though. There's a lot of aspects to it, but this is one important aspect that always gets overlooked, so I just want to shine some light upon it. If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing, leaving a comment. It helps out a lot, and I appreciate all the support that I'm getting, because this is like a dream for me, just to be able to do this. It's actually kind of like, I'm looking at all this right now, it's kind of crazy for me. So I appreciate everybody who's watching and supporting, leaving a comment. Y'all stay safe, and all love.